Showdown 3 previous show. I'm Mike Dexter, and for reasons unknown, I'm joined by
Cabello. Come on, man, you got to get amped up. We're right around the corner from Showdown.
I'm just really confused because, you know, my usual co-commentators on here, I just expected them to be here. I was not given any.
Well, apparently you and me need to sit together and talk about Showdown. I don't know why, but...
Okay, well, you know, I tried for a while to let bygones be bygones, keep on existing.
Yep.
So I'll try one last time.
Yep.
I have a song that I've prepared for everyone of you, and I sing. Look at the stars.
Well, no, hang on, wait. I know that song.
Okay.
That's Coldplay, right?
Absolutely.
Alright, so we'll bounce off each other, right? Okay. So I'll start it off. Look at the stars.
Look how they shine.
See, we can get along. And all the things you do.
And it was all Carmelo.
That's some sort of joke.
What? Anyway, why don't we talk about...
Alright, you know what? I'm going to take this one because your intro was pretty subpar. Alright, so we're going to segue into the first match of the night, which is the pre-show, which is going to be...
No, we're not.
Well, that's the first match on the card.
No, it's not, boys. No, it's not. Look, Showdown is one of Anderson's biggest creations. And you know what Anderson's pissed off with?
The pre-show cancelled? Please, stop.
No, Mike, you still always.
Hey, quiet, will you?
Hey, did I say Mike, tell Mike to be quiet?
Hey, did I tell you to lean on me?
Hey, yeah, the prodigy. Shut up. You're just Camelo.
Yeah, well, you're an idiot.
Anyway, I'm a bit pissed off because Anderson is at Showdown. The prodigy's at Showdown. But our boy Mikey's been screwed on a pre-show. So
Hey!
you know what?
Hey, I'm a former champion. You think I'm happy to be on the pre-show?
I have no fucking clue. I am moving this match to the main show. You boys will kick off Showdown. And that's what Anderson wants.
Look at that.
So enjoy that. And hurry up.
Look at that. Anyway,
Oh, whatever it is.
so now we're going straight to the main card. There is no pre-show. Look at that. You and me on the main card, right?
Last time I wrestled on a main card of the PS3, I single-handedly beat Psycho's Minion.
Single-handedly. Do you want me to pull up the footage of my brother super kicking the Minion?
Can you comment it? I super kicked the Minion.
Call that a super kick?
Absolutely, the best super kick in the SCW. Maybe even the best super kick in wrestling history.
I think a lot of people, a lot of people have something to say about it. Anyway, let's kick it off with the first match. No disqualifications, Mike. No DQ.
I am a hardcore icon. I've beaten a Minion in a no DQ.
What are you drinking? What are you smoking?
I don't smoke anymore.
Clearly you're on something. Anyway, no DQs. My career versus your unbeaten streak.
Get you out of this company.
You're gonna have to do all this by yourself, right? So let's try be unbiased. Let's talk about the first match.
Unbiased, money can.
Yes. Okay, so finally you accepted my challenge on Takedown 82 after weeks of challenging you.
Yep.
Finally decided to accept it.
I know. I would have rather a high caliber opponent for Showdown. Maybe the prodigy himself, James Anderson.
You think you're gonna get it at top?
Ryan Sampson. Thunderstorm. Hey, Lucas Roger. You know, high caliber.
How could he be high caliber if he's never stepped in the ring before? You're stepping in the ring with a former champion. You should be happy you're sharing the ring with me.
I mean, aren't you one of the shortest running champions in history?
Well, no, James Anderson held it for like 20 minutes.
I mean, like 1-0, not big.
Well, I happen to be the reason why he held it for 20 minutes.
And he's
anyway, so beside that, this is a very, very personal match between you and me.
I don't know.
No, it's definitely personal.
I mean, this stems from me calling you out every time I get the chance because I call it like I see it. And you were a jobber. Yes. You are a fluke.
It's a jobber and a fluke, huh? Well, you know what, Mike? My prediction is that you're not going to have an undefeated streak at the end of Showdown.
And my prediction is you're not going to have a job by the end of Showdown.
That's alright, that's what Centrelink's for, right? But anyway, I'm going to have a job. Anyway, like moving on from this, I don't think they want us to talk about this too long. How about this first ever cousin versus cousin match with Spalter De Niro and Thunderstorm, right? Never had cousin versus cousin. Their relationship, very rocky. I mean, I was the reason why they split up at Mind Games, right?
You made one of them. But come on. Let's start with Nero. clearly tricked Thunderstorm in that match, allowing you
Look,
to get the win.
Look, I'll tell you, I was in the ring with both of them and there was no communication between either of them. A lot of miscommunication. They barely, like, I mean, they speak another language. I don't understand. Like, it sounds like gibberish to me. But
I believe it's Spanish.
yeah, they're probably swearing at each other, okay? Right? And I mean, this stems back to 0 Hour. I mean, both of them had the chance to win the briefcase.
Absolutely
And they
right.
screwed each other over against my brother, so...
I mean, I think your brother, you know, won, you know, on his own merit as an award, beating those two Mexicans by himself. There was no miscommunication there. However, you needed that miscommunication in your handicap match as opposed to just straight up.
That's great, but we're not talking about that.
I mean,
Who are you picking? Who are you picking? Trying to keep the show here, we're trying to stay, you know, who
I'm
are you picking?
unbiased and all, you know this. I'm the smartest man in the SAWF, you also know this. I think Respaldo De Niro easily has the win over
Okay, let me
Thunderstorm.
guess, how long's the match going to go for? Because you're really good at picking these.
Oh, okay. So Thunderstorm has been around a while, so maybe a bit longer than my previous predictions were like, you know, 3 seconds, 10 seconds. Solid 30 seconds on the match.
So you think Respaldo's going to, you think
Gets
Respaldo's,
the choke slam, 30 seconds.
you think Respaldo's going to beat Thunderstorm in 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I think.
I don't think so. I'm gonna disagree with you, and I'm gonna go with Thunderstorm on this one.
What a surprise!
No. You know what the thing is. I've been in the ring with Respaldo multiple times, and if I'm a jobber and I can beat Respaldo multiple times on my own, then I mean, Thunderstorm can do it.
That remains to be seen.
Well, I'm going with Thunderstorm. It's no surprise that we don't agree, but
Wrong opinions.
yeah, of course. Moving on, triple threat #1 contenders match: Jack Psycho Blade, James Anderson, your best friend, and
he's
Ryan
one of them.
and Ryan Sampson. We know the history between Jack and James. We know the history between Jack and Ryan. Not much between James and Ryan.
I mean, they have had a counter to him there. One of them, I do believe, in the Southern Death tournament. I don't think in singles competition, I believe they've had 3 or 4 matches together. I don't believe Ryan Sampson's ever been able to pick up the
Not
win
that I know of.
over James Anderson. There is a little history there, but not as much as, you know, the other matchups as you mentioned.
Well, this match here, basically, the winner goes straight to Unchained to face whoever the SAWF champion is, which we'll get to in a minute. Who do you think's going to win? I mean, we had a triple threat match last year at Showdown for the title. This year, #1 contenders match. James has the experience at Showdowns and even Sawf Mania.
He does.
Ryan Sampson's never competed at Showdown before, and Jack pulled double duty last year. So,
Right.
experiences with James, but who are you picking?
You know what? I'm gonna surprise you. I'm gonna surprise everyone watching, and I'm going to surprise every wrestler in the back when I say this. Your new #1 contender after Showdown will be Ryan Sampson. You think I said that, would you?
What?
Ryan Sampson pick up the win at Showdown.
Well, I am going to go with Jack Blade. I mean, be quiet, right? I think technically, he didn't get pinned in that Fatal 4-Way, which I won, right? He really wants that title back. I think if he can stay focused, he's going to walk out the #1 contender and go to Unchained, face the champion.
He is a former champion.
All of these men are former champions, bar Ryan Sampson.
I've said it time and time again, despite the fact that, you know, I think that Jack Blade is the worst champion in this company's history.
Hey, so I'm not the worst.
You're second worst.
I'll take
Adrian
it.
Evans follows closely behind the 3 worst champions in SAWF history.
I don't think Adrian Evans is going to like that. You're not making, you know,
Mate, no contest for it.
I don't think Adrian Evans cares, to be honest. And I'll let you introduce the main event. I've done a lot of it tonight.
Absolutely, right. I am usually, you know, the veteran around here, right, kind of announcing and stuff. We have a huge main event at Showdown.
Huge.
30 minutes. Anything goes. Iron Man match between the 3-time champion, your brother, the greatest wrestler in this company's history, the Prodigy, versus former 2-time champion Adrian, needs to dress up under a mask and steal the championship back, Evans.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. I was in that match when it happened. You know, the recurring thing is I've been in a lot of these things that we're talking about tonight. Anyway.
Pretty impressive for a jobber.
Thanks. more than what you've done. Now,
Come on,
you have a
yeah,
look.
I'm for it.
You have a look between these two. 5-time SAWF champions. You're putting these two together. It's 30-minute Ironman match. Anything goes. You know, these guys. Obviously, my brother, I know him very well. I mean, I know Adrian Evans. I think I'm pretty good friends with Adrian Evans.
Are you real good friends with everybody apparently?
I'm not good friends with you. I don't like you.
I don't like you either.
Good.
Lucas Roger, he was saying on his stage, you just go up and you shake all the rest of his hands and you were so excited to meet him.
Because that's what I like. I like meeting people. You know, I like making
He
friends.
told me that you bent right over and puffed it up and kissed his ass. Is that true?
No, it's not true.
Is he lying then?
No, it's not true. I don't do those things, but I heard you do.
Absolutely not. No.
No,
Anyway,
that's the talk around the locker room. But anyway, back to the main event.
back to the main event.
These guys have been going at it for 16 months. You know that?
Absolutely.
Culminating finally. They've had. You've been there for a lot of the matches. I mean, you had mind games last year with the the broken fingers.
I mean, that happened on the little mind games day. You know,
We had the Unchained match. You've had the Wrestle War ladder match, and then you had mind games. You had mind games this year, the cash in. So these guys have met, you know, on PSV 4 times one-on-one over the space of 16 months. It's finally going to come to an end. Who's going to win? Who's going to walk out the champ? But do remember, if the score is tied at the end of 30 minutes, we're going into overtime.
What did Adrian Evans call that? Sudden death?
Sudden death overtime.
As he was reminded, that was our tournament. I don't know what he's talking about with the sudden
But I don't
death.
think he came up with a name, to be honest. I think that's our illustrious, and I use that word loosely, 50% owner that came up with the sudden death. Obviously, it's just recycling things that a lot of people here in the SAWF do, recycling gimmicks and stuff.
Just a weird place to be.
Who do you think is going to walk out the winner, and what's the score going to be? Well, I do, because the people at home want to know. I mean, not like they probably care, but
Winner,
at least...
the Prodigy, I mean, still champ, become champ, the score. I'll give Adrian Evans a little bit of credit. He'll manage to get...
Hey, this theme's pretty... Have you heard this before?
Great song.
Good song, yeah.
Anyway, stop throwing me off track.
Sorry. Go back with your score, please.
I'll give
Like this.
Adrian Evans a bit of credit. He'll get 2-4 to Prodigy's.
Here we go, to get a ridiculous number like 10 or something, aren't you? 10-2? Is that what you're going to say?
I wasn't, but do you want an outrageous higher?
No, well, I mean, you're
You
going...
want a serious number?
I want a serious number.
I could go 60, I could go 80, I could go 100.
I want a serious number.
You
You don't get serious. You don't
I was
get...
going to say 3.
Well, that's 3-2.
2 to 3.
So, do you think the match is going to get sorted in that 30 minutes?
No.
You think it's going to go to overtime?
Tied at overtime, Prodigy gets the third one in overtime. Is that serious enough for you?
I'm actually very surprised. That's a very serious answer. So thank you. Thank you for your answer.
You're welcome.
Because it's better than the 30-second answer you gave me about Restore and
These two,
Thunderstorm.
especially Thunderstorm.
You're lucky. You'll be lucky our match lasts 30 seconds.
I mean, it's no DQ. That doesn't just mean you can do anything to me. It means I can do anything to you. I'm the smartest man here.
I've seen your super kick. I don't have anything to worry about.
Hey, I've got more than that super kick.
Anyway, going to the Iron Man match. My prediction.
Keep going.
Right?
Give me some ridiculous predictions.
And I'll give you. You know what? I actually agree with you. I think, but instead, I don't think it's going to be 3-2. I think it's going to be tied 1 apiece before we go into overtime. And I think the Prodigy is going to get the fall, but only just. And the reason I say that is because it's not knocking Adrian Evans, but I just do feel like it's going to be a close match. But yeah, I think he's going to get the winning fall just. But then again, it could go either way. I mean, it would not surprise me if Adrian Evans won the match. I still think it's going to be tied, overtime, Prodigy, but it wouldn't surprise me if Adrian Evans wins as well.
You heard it here first. We're both picking the Prodigy. No doubt about it.
I mean, I'm not like 100% confident on that.
I mean, you just said it.
But I'm saying it wouldn't surprise me if Adrian Evans won.
I mean, no, that's not what I get.
So,
You want to talk high powers?
no, I don't want to join the high powers. That's all my brother talks about. I don't want to be a part of that.
Sure.
Are you sure? Are you still in the high powers?
I am.
Okay.
I got my shirt.
Seems that your eyes on a couple of other people.
Like who?
I
Like
mean,
who?
I mean, there's a couple of people on this list, I can say. Anyway.
Thunderstorm, you think I want to manage Thunderstorm?
Oh, you'll be better than James Anderson. Anyway, thanks guys for joining us. This has been the Showdown preview. Tomorrow night, press conference.
Big press conference.
Big press conference. Everyone gets to say their final things, and then Thursday night before Showdown special event. You and me are going to sign the contract.
Yes, I do.
I believe there's a big 3-on-2 handicap main event as well taking place. Prodigy and Evans against Jack Psycho Blade, Ryan Sampson, and James Anderson.
And that's a tough one to call. Both higher powers, you members on both teams. So I'll try and keep biased there like I always
Try
do.
to. And then of course Friday, the big event, Showdown.
Showdown.
Now you got the pre-show, which obviously we're not on anymore.
Bumped up,
and then you got
by the way. James Anderson said himself, Mike Dexter deserves more than the pre-show, so he's something up. You would have been on the pre-show if you're facing anyone else, so you're welcome. He's welcome.
I'm not. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining us. Make sure to tune in Friday for Showdown. It's the biggest event of the year. You're going to see this guy lose his undefeated streak.
You're going to see this guy lose his career.
You know what? I'm sick and tired of this shit. First, you start with your stupid song that you make.
You sang along with me.
Yeah, because I didn't think you were going to say that.
Why wouldn't I say that?
Because you're an idiot. You know what? I'll see you tomorrow night at the press conference, and then I'll see you at night before Showdown where we'll sign the contract. And there's a no contact clause, so this ain't going to be like those other contract signings you see where someone gets put through a table, because I'm not going through this freaking table. That's going to hurt.
So, you're scared that I try and keep...
You couldn't put me through the table even if I had my arms tied behind my back.
Say that you wouldn't be going through
Because it wouldn't surprise me if James Anderson came out.
He's really no match to worry about.
That's great. I don't trust you. I don't trust James Anderson.
I don't trust you.
That's great.
You're going to bring someone out to attack me, huh? And
Oh,
get
sure
fired.
am. You know who I'm going to bring out to attack you? I'm going to bring good old Thunderstorm out to attack you.
I would not be surprised. He's had it out for me since forever.
That's great. You can wrap it up. I've done most of this. I've carried this show.
Thank you for watching. I'm Mike Jackson. I'm contractually obligated to be here. Thank you for watching.
I'm Camelo. Thanks for joining us.